In the majestic land of Persia, in the village of Jay near Isfahan, lived a young man named Suleman, the son of a prominent Zoroastrian priest. From a young age, Suleman was immersed in the rituals of fire worship, a central tenet of Zoroastrianism. His father, who loved him dearly, ensured that he was always surrounded by their religious practices and traditions, believing it to be the path of truth. Yet, deep within Suleman's heart, a restlessness began to stir, a feeling that the worship of fire could not truly satisfy the deeper questions of his soul. Though he obeyed his father outwardly, his inner world was filled with curiosity and an intense yearning for something greater, something more real, more divine. One day, by the will of Allah, Suleman passed by a Christian church. He was immediately struck by the purity of their worship, the humility in their prayers, and the simplicity of their belief in one God. It resonated with him far more than the fire rituals he had grown up with. He inquired about their faith, and the answers he received lit a fire in his heart, one that burned not for worship, but for truth. He knew, at that moment, that the path he was on was not the one he was meant to follow. When he told his father of his interest in Christianity, his father became enraged and locked him inside the home to prevent him from leaving. But Suleman's resolve was strong. He found a way to escape and set out on a journey that would take him far from his homeland, a journey filled with both pain and divine purpose. He traveled across lands and deserts, from one Christian teacher to another, seeking knowledge and insight. With every stop, he grew closer to the truth, but his teachers, one by one, began to pass away. Each of them, before dying, would direct him to the next person of knowledge, until at last the final teacher told him, "The time of the last prophet is near. He will appear in the land of the Arabs. His signs are clear, he will not accept charity, but he will accept gifts, and between his shoulders will be the seal of prophethood." These words became engraved in Suleman's heart. He decided to continue his journey and seek out this final prophet that had been foretold. As he traveled toward the Arab lands, he joined a merchant caravan, trusting them to carry him to his destination. However, he was betrayed. The caravan traders sold him into slavery, and he was bought by a Jewish man in the region of Wadi al-Qura. Eventually, by divine destiny, he was sold again to a Jewish man from Yathrib, later Medina, the very city where the final prophet was destined to arrive. Despite the chains of slavery, Suleman's hope did not fade. He worked hard, bore his burdens with patience, and never lost sight of his goal, to find the final messenger of God. When Prophet Muhammad finally migrated to Medina, Suleman knew he had to see him for himself. He gathered some dates and approached the Prophet, offering them as charity. The Prophet refused to eat them, just as Suleman had been told he would. The next day, he brought another batch and told the Prophet it was a gift. This time, the Prophet accepted and ate. Suleman was overjoyed. Finally, he found an opportunity to look behind the Prophet's shoulders, and there it was, the seal of prophethood, a unique physical mark that had been described by the Christian elders. Tears welled in his eyes, his heart overflowed with joy, and he fell to his knees in gratitude. His long and painful journey had finally brought him to the truth. He accepted Islam immediately and became one of the blessed companions of the Prophet. The Prophet Muhammad recognizing Suleman's sincerity and incredible journey, embraced him with love. He acknowledged the struggles Suleman had endured, in search of truth, and honored his intellect, wisdom, and deep spirituality. Suleman's unique perspective, drawn from Persian culture and Christian scholarship, made him an asset to the Muslim community. During the Battle of the Trench Khandak, it was Suleman who suggested the strategy of digging a trench around Medina, a tactic that was unfamiliar to the Arabs but proved to be highly effective, saving the city from enemy invasion. The Prophet accepted his suggestion, and it became a turning point in the war. Hazrat Suleman Farsi spent the rest of his life serving Islam with deep love and conviction. He became a symbol of spiritual endurance, a man who had crossed continents, languages, and religions in his unwavering quest for divine truth. He gave up comfort, status, family, and even freedom, but gained something eternal, the pleasure of Allah and the companionship of his final messenger. His story is not just a tale from the past, it is a living example of how sincere search, patience, and trust in Allah can lead one from darkness to light, from confusion to certainty. His legacy continues to inspire countless souls who seek guidance. His journey is a timeless reminder that truth is not bound by geography or background, It is available to those whose hearts are sincere and who are willing to walk the path, no matter how hard it may be. Today, Hazrat Suleman Farsi Ra is remembered with reverence as one of the greatest seekers of truth in Islamic history, whose journey stands as a lighthouse for those wandering in the sea of doubt, pointing them toward the shore of divine guidance. If you like our video, please subscribe our channel and press bell icon for more interesting Islamic stories.